Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Casual Chaos. It has definitely been a chaotic week. I had the iHeartRadio Awards, I announced my podcast, and I went to go see my dad in the Bahamas. That was much needed and very relaxing. So we have had a lot of positive moments this week and some negative moments. I'm sure you all have seen the news, and a lot of you have been commenting on the Casual Chaos Instagram, wondering if I will comment on this topic. I told you guys that I want to be real with you, and I'm commenting on it. So let's start from the beginning a little bit. My mom has been the sole provider for my sisters and I since the minute my father left for prison. The second my mom got home from jail, she has been working her ass off to make sure that my sisters and I live a stable life and that my family is financially stable. Like, I can't stress enough how much my mom has worked. Everything will be resolved. My mom has everything under control and there's nothing to worry about. My stepdad, Louis, is the most amazing stepfather. He treats my sisters and I like we are his own. He is also working on getting everything resolved as well. But there's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be fine. But thank you for your concern. And Bethenny Frankel, thank you so much for your sweet video. You are a mother with a daughter. I bet you wouldn't like if somebody was saying this about you. So I hope that $1,000 TikTok paycheck was really worth it. And thanks, but we're doing perfectly fine over here. All right, and now let's get into episode 2. I have a really fun guest for you guys this week. I get so many questions about my boyfriend, Christian. I want to give you guys kind of like the background story on our relationship, how we've met, and I guess our story a little bit. So, Christian, welcome to Casual Chaos.
Thank you so much for having me. And congratulations.
Thank you. I love you. Are you nervous?
I am very nervous.
Last night, Christian said,
For the last week since you told me. Since you said it last week, I was like, oh my God, all week. I don't want this week to end. I just don't want to do this.
No, we were like in his room last night with his brother, and he was like, I didn't want every day to end because then it would mean that I'm one day closer to the podcast.
I just don't know why I get so nervous. It's like me being in school and presenting in front of the class.
Yeah.
And like, I like can't speak and I'm like, oh my God, my face gets all red.
You're doing great and you're not that red. Okay, no, it was so funny last night. I feel like if we put the mic close enough to his throat, you're like, hear the heartbeat.
Literally. You probably feel it right now.
No. Okay, stop. There's nothing to be nervous about. Everything's going to be fine. And we're going to talk about like fun things, like when we first met. So we met like 6 years ago. I just graduated high school. I was in a serious relationship in high school that ended like halfway through my senior year. And then I was kind of just ready to have fun. I did not think I would be getting a boyfriend anytime soon. I was ready to just kind of be me, find myself, and just find my happiness again. So both of our really good friends, Dante, actually, he has known me since I was in middle school. You guys actually, some of you might know Dante. I went to 8th grade prom with him on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. So Dante and I go way back. But he finally said to me our senior year of high school, he was like, all right, come out, meet my Bergen County friends, come see like what we're all about. Like, we're a lot of fun. I said, okay. So it was 4th of July weekend. They all rented a house in Seaside.
Yeah, Seaside.
I show up to this house. I had the best weekend of my life. I was like,
you were just nuts. You were just crazy.
Out of control. But it was so much fun. Never seen anything like this. A bunch of kids in a house just having so much fun. So I think it was the morning. It
was the morning of like our Friday night going out. Like Saturday morning.
Yeah. Okay. It was Saturday morning.
Sunday, something like that.
It's one of the days. I'm sitting on the couch getting ready to I think leave. And all of a sudden I see the door open up. There's girls in the room. He has marks all over his face. Yeah. I think our friend Frankie drew on his face. And I just see him sprint out of bed, chase Frankie out of the house up to the beach. And I'm sitting there like, holy crap, these kids are actually out of their mind. Like, what am I getting myself into? It's time to go home. This was fun. We'll revisit this another time. Then my good friend at the time ended up having this summer romance with one of our friends. And so I was kind of just tagging along with wherever she went. And
he was my best friend. So we were always together.
Yeah. So it was my best friend and then his best friend.
Stairs.
Yeah. Not me though. I'm not friends with the girl anymore. But it was the best summer. So then we get on the train to go to the Florida Georgia Line concert. And it was a small group of us. So as we're at the Florida Georgia Line concert, it starts raining and the concert gets shut down. At the time, I did not like country music. So I was definitely a little tipsy, just having fun. And then...
We were hammered. Absolutely hammered. Literally.
Okay, yeah. Because I didn't like country music, so I was like, what else am I going to do? This is yeah. So then it starts raining. The concert gets shut down. We are all under this awning. Half of us are in the bathroom, trying not to get wet in the rain. And I looked at my friend Lily and I was like, should I go kiss him? And she was like, yeah, but don't sleep with him on the first night. And I was like, okay. And then
we made out in the rain.
In the rain.
And then we left.
And then Jed picked us up. Jed picked us up in his parents' G-Wagon. Yeah. This was what I'm saying. It's just not real. Yeah. It's okay, 17-year-old driving around a G-Wagon.
And it was me and you in the back, in the trunk.
No.
Yes, it was.
Me, you, and Frankie.
And Frankie in the trunk. And then Frankie was like, I can't do this anymore. These guys keep kissing in the back seat of this trunk. And he hops over the front seat. And it was all them in the back seat. And then, that's the story of how we met.
And that was it.
We hung out the rest of the summer.
Yeah. We did. We hung out the rest of the summer. I just kept going to their parties. They always had something going on. These kids, I swear, they always had something to do. Then I left for college. He didn't say bye to me. And I was really upset.
But I didn't think anything of it.
Because he was just dumb. Really dumb. But I was like, come say bye to me. He didn't say bye to me. So then I said,
no, but I was doing something. I don't remember exactly.
You weren't doing anything. You were hanging out with your boy, with the boys. You weren't doing anything. Literally nothing.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you actually went to the movies. I don't think you did anything.
Could be.
So I left for school. He didn't say bye to me. And I was like, okay. Didn't know where we were at this point. It was weird. I was mad. It was just a fling. Yeah. I was like, okay. Maybe this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I felt weird. I was never the girl to do something if I had feelings for someone. So I definitely had feelings for him. So I was never one to sleep around or do that. That was never me. So I was kind of just all right, we'll see what happens.
And then I came and visited.
Yeah. Soon after.
I don't really remember. It was a few weeks after. But he was
definitely doing things. He was 100% doing things with other girls.
Yeah. So were you.
No,
you can't even say you
not.
weren't because you hooked up with people at school.
I might have kissed 2 people during syllabus week and I felt horrible. God knows what you did.
I don't know.
Yeah, he never knows. But yeah, basically our first date was him asking me to go to Florida. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This isn't normal. So it was my freshman year. I had literally just moved into school. I think he came to visit me at least 1 or 2. I would not just hop on a plane with him.
But you can't just say you're hopping on a plane. I was with you like every single day throughout that summer, like doing certain things.
Yeah. Okay, fine. But it still was a little crazy to me. Like no one's asked me to just like go to Florida.
Oh, yeah, true. It was just a spontaneous thing.
Yeah, so spontaneous. So we ended up going to Florida and that was our first date, going to Florida. After Florida, I definitely didn't do anything. I don't know what he did.
I was just living my life, honestly.
Oh, so you did do things.
I wasn't
Florida.
doing anything. It was just like,
yeah.
I didn't know what we were.
You asked me out in Florida again.
Yeah, in January. So we started dating January 14th.
Uh-huh.
We dated for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half or two.
Yeah, leading up until my junior year of college, March.
Okay.
But like it started getting foggy like February. Yeah. Honestly, it was after my date night that it all went downhill.
Yeah.
He was basically just immature.
Yeah.
Very immature.
The reason we broke up was because I was immature and like communication was horrible.
Yeah.
I was always with my friends and I had no drive, you said.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have my first job until what? I was 22. 21. I got my first job when I was 21.
That bothered me. I hated it. Bothered me so much.
Yeah.
I thought it was... It didn't turn me on, honestly. Yeah. I just felt like you had no motivation, no drive, and it really bothered me.
And I hated community school.
Yeah. I at least wanted him to finish his associate's degree, but I get it. Like, school's not for everyone. And school really wasn't for you at all. No. But then it was so funny because then we break up and he gets a job. So
two jobs.
Two jobs.
One at night, one during the day.
Yeah, no, I
was like, damn, I can't believe that just happened.
He wanted to kill him. So he gets two jobs and I'm like obviously getting wind of it. I was like, you've got to be really fucking kidding
like every
me.
Single weekend.
Oh yeah, going out every weekend, two jobs.
Yeah. I felt like I was on top of the world.
Yeah, cool. So was I. I went on college spring break. But
Me too.
No, you didn't.
I went to Florida.
Oh, cool. Florida. I went to Cancun.
Yeah, whatever. But
very different.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Cool. What did you do? Go to the strip club?
No.
Fun. We're not getting into this. So that was basically why I broke up with him. And then he just obviously was doing everything to show me that he was growing as a person.
For sure.
So in that time though, then it was summer and it was our 21 summer. Mm-hmm. So we were having so much fun in general. It was our first time at the bars, Parker House, everything. Like DJs every night, Parker House all day on Saturday, Jenks on Friday. It was just a weekend full of things, but we saw each other everywhere.
As much as we wanted to not, yeah.
I saw you everywhere.
You would go somewhere and I'd be like, I'm not going there. Like, I heard Gia's there. And then my friends would be like, yo, we can't go there. Like, you're there. And then we would just go back and forth.
But then we would
eventually hanging out with one of my friends like
all the time.
That one summer. So he told me everything. So I just knew about everything.
Oh, so fun. I was doing, I knew everything that Christian was doing from our friend too. So it was fine.
He was like the middleman.
He was.
Literally.
He was literally telling both of us everything that he was telling Christian everything that I was doing. And then he was telling me everything that Christian was doing, to the point one night I was drunk in Osprey and I like beelined the girl that he was talking to. And I went up to her and I acted so dumb. And I was like, oh my God, you're Izzy, right? You look so familiar. I think I know you from college. And she was like, no, I don't think so. I go, must be the wrong person.
Yeah.
And I walked away and I just needed to really look at her and just be like, hi, I'm so much prettier than you.
Yes.
So I really needed to get a close look in person. Yeah. And I did.
You did. That's right.
And it was so funny because, one of the times where Christian and I hooked up over the summer while we were broken up. I mean, everyone does that. You're lying if you don't.
A few times. by the way, a few times.
Oh, would that make you feel better?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But one of those times, because it didn't matter, even though we were broken up, it still felt like he was my boyfriend. Like it still felt like
the connection was still there.
He was mine. So it was just still a lot. But when he went to the bathroom, because it was like I was in my house, like I was in his shore house. It wasn't weird. I don't know. I felt normal. I walk in, his mom was like, oh my God, knew you would be around soon.
She did say that.
But she would like look at me and be like, oh, he's so lost without you. I'd be like, yeah, she would. We talk. But when he was in the bathroom, I was like looking through their texts, wanting to throw up. But the one text, was, holy, your ex just came up to me in the bar. And I was like, she's such a weirdo. And like, but this girl had an obsession with me because it was like every time I was somewhere, she would text you.
Yeah, she did.
And I'm like, this is so fucking weird. Mm-hmm. It was very weird. So when Christian came back from the bathroom, I wasn't even trying to hide it. Like he fully saw me on his phone and I was like, you're literally hooking up with a weirdo.
True.
But yeah, that summer was fun. It was fun. We obviously hooked up a little bit, but it was also fun to like grow. I think we both grew a little bit. And then in August,
just figure shit out.
Yeah.
Do your thing. We were still young.
Yeah.
Just see if we still wanted to be together.
Yeah. You
were with other people. I was with other people. And then it just didn't feel right.
Then we got back together after like 6-7 months.
It was a good run.
Yeah. And we've been together ever since now.
Yeah. 3 years from then.
I guess.
So this is where you get like
annoyed. Yeah, very annoyed.
Because I never wanted to re-ask you out. I was like, you broke up with me. Like, I didn't want to ask you out.
You're so petty. Like, you deserve to be broken up with.
Yes. And I was just like, honestly, like, I don't want a new anniversary date. Like,
yeah, but it's not like it's not like you still have honored January 14th.
So technically, we don't really have an anniversary date. But I always said to keep it January 14th. That's what I always said to keep it as.
Well, because I mean, realistically, when at this point, we've been together for so long, yes, I bet like none of you even knew we broke up during that time, honestly. But now at this point, we're 23. We've been together for so long. I consider it like we've been together for 6 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to nitpick the whole thing. Yeah. But you don't honor our anniversary. We don't have one.
I guess you're right.
Don't say we don't. Ask me out right now.
No, I don't like this. I don't like this date.
Oh no? Why? What's wrong with today? What is today?
Just don't.
So
like our next anniversary date will be like
we're just gonna pick a date
when we're engaged or something.
Oh, great.
That'll be our next anniversary date.
No, then it'll be the wedding date, and we're never gonna have one until then.
No, January 14th. Come on.
So let's get into how we met the family.
So.
Okay. So did you know me when we hooked up at Florida Georgia Line, or know who I was?
No, I actually
in like public eye wise.
I had no idea.
Okay, we love that.
You knew that.
I think I did. Yeah, I forget, Christian. It's been so long, but I remember this vividly. So, like I said, I was like in my single era, didn't think anything of it, especially when Christian and I hooked up at the Florida Georgia Line concert. That was actually just fun for play.
Not knowing where this was going.
No idea. But I didn't think anything of what I did like was wrong. So basically we all were taking like the cutest photos in our friend Jed's G-Wagon. And they were just like cute photos. So I posted them on my Visco. You guys remember Visco? And they are the talk of Christianstown.
And that's kind of like when I figured out, like, who the hell is this girl?
Like why does anyone care what she posts?
Like, yeah, literally. and then my parents found out that I was with you, and they didn't know who you were either, but like their friends knew, and like my neighbors knew. And it was just like a huge thing for no reason. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Do you remember when you met my mom?
Yeah. She was on like a business trip.
Oh, I hadn't had you over.
And we were hanging out.
Oh, gosh.
And I was in your room and we had no idea your mom was coming home.
Oh, great.
And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I got so scared because I remember she was like hardo.
Yeah, no, she
doesn't let people in the room.
No.
And I was like,
bad.
Oh my God.
So did we leave the room?
No. And then she knocked on the door.
Oh God.
And I was standing at the edge of the bed and waiting to meet her. Just right there, like, hi, Teresa. And she was just so thrown off. And she was like, hi, honey. And she was so sweet. and then that was it.
And now my mom's obsessed with him, literally.
She's the best.
My mom loves Christian. But, Christian honestly has an amazing relationship with everyone in my family. So then my dad, you actually met when?
I think it was after we got back together.
Yeah.
It was after.
Yeah, probably.
Because he was in Italy still at the time.
Yeah.
So
he was in Italy.
It was when he more settled down in the Bahamas.
So Christian met my dad when he moved to Bahamas because Italy, it was just too much. Yeah. Yeah, because Italy during COVID and everything.
And then we got close.
Yeah.
We'd always go on the phone together.
Yeah.
Every time you're on the phone with him, I'm on the phone with him.
Yeah.
And then that following year, like we went there a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Like 4 times.
Yeah. He comes he basically comes whenever he can. A lot of the times when I go, like especially if it's during the holidays, and also like my cousins and I go, like couples, we've gone a couple times, which is always fun. Yeah, I don't know. We go all the time, but you guys have a great relationship. You guys always joke around with each other.
Yeah, we bust balls.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But my dad actually knows Christian's family from way back, which is so funny. And we found that out once we started dating.
Yeah, him and my Uncle Sonny were very close.
Yeah. So him and his Uncle Sonny would give my dad work growing up.
Yeah.
And like my dad's father work, like they all worked together. And then my dad actually, so Christian's Uncle Sonny years back wanted to hook up with Christian's mom and my dad.
Yeah.
But they never actually went on a date. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I think he asked one time now and she said no.
Well, because she was dating that other guy.
Yeah.
So small world, but like our families have always been kind of connected, which is super funny. But Christian was there during the whole process of my mom dating and kind of getting to where she is now to meeting Louie. So yeah, Christian saw the boyfriends, the tantrums.
And me and Louie always connected from the beginning.
Yeah, and you and Louie were
we all know that.
Great. And then you and little Louie worked together.
Me and Louie got really close.
Yeah.
He was closer with my brother because Melania and Kevin.
Yeah.
You guys don't know, but Melania and Kevin used to date as well.
Oh my God, you're putting them on blast.
We are. Sorry.
Christian's younger brother.
Yep.
So Christian's one of 4, I'm one of 4. But Melania and Kevin started dating after Christian and I started dating because our families were really close. Everything was...
Yeah, like family vacation.
Yeah, we went on vacation together, both of our families together to Punta Cana. We've done a lot. But our siblings started dating. That was like crazy.
It was so weird.
So weird.
Never again.
No. Kevin and Melania broke up.
Everything's good. They still talk.
They talk.
They do the thing.
I mean, whatever. They need to talk. But yeah, family's very close. Everyone's in cahoots, clearly. I remember meeting your mom, though. I was so nervous. I was sitting at your kitchen table. You didn't know, I think she was going to come home either. And she walked in and I was like, I remember looking over at my friend and I was like, she's so pretty. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember telling you that.
But she was so nice.
And she gave you a bracelet that day.
She did.
She just like ran and bought a bracelet.
God, she literally gave me a Chanel bracelet. I was like, what is going on? I was like,
Mom, take it easy. She can't get used to that.
Yes.
Not yet. It was early.
I mean, yeah, it was like 2 months in. But no, she's so sweet. And she literally still spoils me, but she tells me all the time I'm like the daughter she's never had because she's such a girl mom and she had 4 boys. So me coming in definitely made her happy. So I guess we could talk about the rumors a little bit that we've gone through.
There's a lot of those.
A lot. But I guess it kind of stems from like, were you ever nervous when I posted you on Instagram for the first time?
I wasn't nervous only because you started with a private Instagram. So,
God, I don't even remember.
So like, it was just like friends and like random people. Yeah. But like, it wasn't as many as you have.
Yeah, I had both.
You had both. And then like down the line when people started to find out.
I had a private Instagram.
Yeah.
Until I was 21.
Yeah.
Because, you know, maybe I was doing some
underage drinking.
But yeah, okay.
But no, never nervous. Only for that, because that reason. Because like then eventually like everyone would find out.
Yeah.
That we were together. So it wasn't like as like, how'd you say it?
Public.
Yeah.
But definitely dating someone in the public eye causes a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like last week, I think I was pregnant.
Oh yeah. That happens a lot.
Not pregnant.
We're engaged.
Yeah, we're engaged. Everyone wants us to get engaged.
But that doesn't like that.
The engagement doesn't really bother me, and those don't really bother me.
Those
like I'm not
pregnant.
pregnant.
It's just like whatever.
Also, it's like, you guys, you think I look fat?
Yeah.
That's all I get from it, and I'm like, great. I actually work my ass off in the gym every day, but thank you so much.
Yeah, those aren't even bad.
No,
because it's just like obviously that's not real.
I think the cheating rumors are what bother you the most. I mean, they bother me the most too, but then deep down, I just know they're not true. Mm-hmm. But I think you get very frustrated with them a little bit. I think they just upset you.
It's just like annoying.
Yeah.
Just like, why?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that you always say is, I don't understand why people want to ruin our relationship or try to like break it down, basically. Mm-hmm. I mean, it definitely isn't the nicest thing to hear. I mean, it definitely makes you think for a second.
It's also just like, we're in such a good spot. And then it's like, that comes on us. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, come on, I really needed that right now.
Yeah.
And then it just turns to a headache for the next week to investigate. And it's like, come on.
I feel like we investigated a little more though when we were younger, and now we like.
Well, that was the whole year and a half because it happened a lot.
Yeah.
Before we broke up.
Yeah, it did.
Because I was going out all the time. I was surrounded by like kids that were just hooking up with girls left and right.
Well, that's the thing. His hometown friends, they all look the same. Black hair, like this whole getup, like they all look the same. So basically that's kind of what happened when we were in the process of breaking up. But with all those rumors, especially the cheating rumors, during that first year and a half of us dating before we broke up, I would get DMs and text messages and videos of you constantly, not ever doing anything,
just
being there and being around, you know, people that were doing things, and it was kind of just guilty by association. Mm-hmm. And it was just things that a person in a relationship should not be around.
Yeah. And I agreed. I just said that's right.
Yeah. So that was honestly the main reason why we broke up. And now that was another reason, but
that was one of the biggest reasons.
Yeah. I was over it. But now we really don't get those that much. Like, if anything, it's like, I think I've actually gotten like one.
Yeah.
Like, in like, I don't even know how long.
Since that time.
Yeah, but other than that, the pregnancy, the engagement, it's all funny. It's just whatever. But
I just know it's fake.
The pregnant ones, stop calling me fat. So we're going to answer some questions now from Instagram. What is your favorite thing about each other?
I say your hustle.
Okay.
Your grind.
I think you keep me very calm. Your patience. Yeah. You're very patient.
Thank you.
I need that in my life. Do you talk about marriage? Yes. Yeah. I have my dream wedding venue, but now I think this might need to be a honeymoon destination, because if you want guests there, you need to make a realistic wedding venue, and it needs to be destination regardless, because, you know, my dad's deported. So
it's a lot.
Yeah. We're trying to figure that out. We like to talk about it. Would you ever do your own show together?
I'm going to answer that one first.
Yeah.
It's never really been a thought in my mind.
Yeah.
That we do one. And like the housewife, would I want to be like a house... What would you call it? Like a house husband?
Oh, I would want. I would want you to be so behind the scenes.
It's kind of like your own thing. Like it's like you're like that's like your space.
Yeah.
Like my space isn't the public eye. Like I'm like one of those guys who likes to do like the work, but like nobody knows about it.
No, I agree.
It's like you stick over there and I stick over here.
Yeah, but I still like you to be involved with me
like
in certain things. A little here, a little there, but not overkill.
Yeah, no.
Hate the overkill.
Just to come around, it's cool.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Okay. What are your summer plans? Down the shore.
Down the shore. I've been doing it for my whole life.
Same. Yeah, no, we really aren't. Oh, and Italy.
Oh yeah, Italy.
We're going to Italy for my cousin's wedding in May. I'm so excited. It's going to be his first time in Italy, and I cannot wait to show him around. I'm so excited.
2.5 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we shortened it a little bit. It's literally going to be Italy straight down the shore. We're landing on the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. Straight to Jenks. Straight to Jenks.
Parker House.
On Friday?
Oh, Jenks on Friday. Sleeping.
What?
We went over this already.
What? We're sleeping home Friday?
That I'm not going down on that day.
Oh, so we're sleeping home Friday.
Come on Thursday.
We're not changing our trip.
Well, that's...
Okay, we're Parker House Saturday. See you there. Mm-hmm. How do you work your way through disagreements? I think that's something we still work on, honestly. But I think the biggest thing is if you know...
My biggest thing is if we're in an argument, like trying to walk away when we're both heated, like just us trying to like... It gets us even more mad. Like when we're like hanging up the phone, like we're on the phone just like going at each other. Then we hang up. Like that's the most frustrating thing.
It is. I think if I know I'm wrong, it's better to just let you have the floor and apologize to you and the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my own advice. Okay. And same with you. If you know you're wrong, you honestly do apologize though, most of the time. Yeah, I feel like the biggest way that we work through our disagreements, it is communication, but it's also giving us both time to just cool off.
Cool off, yeah, recoup, come back.
How do you balance a busy life and quality time together? So we both work a lot during the day, and a lot of the times we like to come together at night. We always sleep together. We basically sleep together almost every night.
We go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part is that we're 35 minutes from each other. So it's like annoying.
It is annoying.
Like getting done with the gym and your day, it's 7:30. By the
it's
time
a
we
lot.
Shower, eat dinner, it's like 8:30 and then we got to drive half hour.
Yeah. That's literally, I think, the biggest want for us to move out is just because we also want to see each other after ending our days. Mm-hmm. But the 35-minute drive does get a lot every other night, switching on and off between my house and his house. So eventually we're going to move out and going to live together. But that's honestly the biggest reason why is for us to just live together rather than going back and forth. But we both enjoy living home. We have younger siblings. Like
it's not that we financially can't move out. We can move out tomorrow.
100%.
I'm just not ready to. Like once I'm out, you're out.
Yeah.
Like, there's no coming back now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, basically all of our friends are still home. I don't know. It's
just no rush.
Yeah. Honestly. It's not anything that we're
and everyone
jumping
pushes
to
it
do.
like on us, but it's like it's really not that big of a deal. Like I'm 23 or 24. Like you don't have to be out of the house.
No.
Like there's people that live home that are older. Like there's.
I'm sure it'll happen within the next soon. We can't put a timeline on it, but it's going to happen soon. I don't know when, but we'll take my little at-home studio with us to our apartment or house. I don't know. See, that's another thing that we're trying to figure out. We don't know if we're getting an apartment or a house. There's just a lot of things. So one thing at a time. We just launched Casual Chaos.
Yeah, it's a lot.
From all the years of dating, what's your favorite memory?
Honestly, our cruise to Europe.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
That was sick.
We did a European cruise with Virgin Voyages, and we went to Spain and France, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
so much fun.
Waking up in a new spot every day is the way to do it.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Yeah. And then you had like one day to chill on the cruise, but it was an adults only cruise, so it was very relaxing. The food was honestly pretty good.
Mm-hmm. The food was unreal.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's your favorite memory too?
No. I mean, yeah, it was great, but also my favorite memories is it was our 1 year anniversary and we did a helicopter ride around New York City. And that was really cute.
That was cool.
That was really cool. If you moved in together, where would you want to live? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to go closer to the city just because I'm always in the city for work. So
that's where we run into a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. He works in Bergen County. So we're kind of trying to find a happy medium as well on where we would want to move to in Jersey. I kind of want to be a little closer to the city. He obviously wants to stay a little closer to Bergen County. So we have to find a happy medium there too. So if you have any suggestions of towns in between Bergen County and the city, let us know. What relationship advice do you have for others in their 20s?
Take it slow and enjoy the ride.
Love that.
Seriously.
No, but yeah, for real.
And there's no rush.
No rush. Just enjoy each other. Don't fight over the little things and just listen to each other, honestly. All right, now we're going to do some rapid fire questions. I'm going to go to you first.
No.
Okay. What is my favorite thing we do together?
Honestly, just spend quality time together.
Yeah. Good answer. Where is my dream honeymoon?
Greece and Italy. Like the Amalfi Coast kind of over there.
Mm-hmm. Where did we go on our first date?
Florida.
How old is Bella?
10.
11.
Sorry. I was very confident in that answer too.
What is my favorite dessert? You have to know this.
Chocolate ice cream.
No.
Yes.
Horrible answer. No, wrong.
I don't know.
It started with a C. Like if I go out to a restaurant, this is what I would get.
Oh, cheesecake.
Yes, thank you. What is my zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
What's my favorite workout?
Pilates.
Who's my best friend?
Lauren.
How did you know you were in love with me?
How did I know? It was just a feeling that I've never felt before. I don't know.
And you answered all the questions. You actually got all of them correct.
I'm good.
Huh.
Let's see what you got.
I'm actually nervous.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
What's my favorite football team?
Giants.
What's my nickname for you?
For me? Mm-hmm. You don't have a nickname for me.
Okay. What is my favorite color?
Blue.
What was my favorite?
The Coastal Carolina blue.
Yeah, light blue.
Yeah.
Baby blue. What was my favorite trip we've taken?
Europe.
What is my favorite restaurant?
Oh my God. What's number one on the app? Medeo.
No.
What?
The one that you just said, the one that's on number one.
I know.
It's very common though.
Where?
Catch.
Oh, okay. Catch.
What's my favorite drink?
Oh, Manhattan.
Basil Hayden.
Is that Manhattan?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the best meal I cooked for you?
Oh, his steak is so good. I don't know what he does. It's so good.
Who's my celebrity crush?
Megan Fox.
Prime Megan Fox when I was young though. I don't have one anymore. It's just whatever.
Yeah, I don't really have one either. Yes, I do.
Yeah. The guy from 365.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's everyone's though. So whatever. And then what sports did I play in high school?
Football and wrestling.
Yep.
I got all them right?
Yeah, you did great.
Yay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This is the end of episode 2 with Christian. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I love you. That was actually so much fun. So if you guys enjoyed this podcast, make sure to like, rate, and subscribe, and come back next week. Love you guys. Bye.